to the east lawn of the Capitol. A big shout out to the architect of the Capitol that was so gracious in making it possible for us to be here today to plant this tree. And I know you're around here somewhere. I know you're here, and I want to. There you are. Thank you so very, very much. Planting a tree here on the Capitol grounds is a very special and a very remarkable occasion. You can look at the plaques on the various trees here, and they commemorate individuals. Senator Dirksen here, and across the way, Senator Laxalt had his office that would look down on us now, just in the building across the way. There's so many things. I want to just point out my family over here. They are the fourth generation of Basques. My grandfather and grandfather immigrated to the United States in the early 1900s, 1906 and 1911, and began the family here. But there's much more history here. The very first oak in Gernika dates back to the 14th century. And there were some very famous rulers of the Spanish Empire that joined underneath the tree in Gernika and confirmed the ancient history and relationship of the Basque people to the Spanish government. And that's been the tradition ever since. So Queen Isabella and Ferdinand, under that tree, confirmed the history and the relationship of the Basque people to those in the surrounding country. This tree is the fifth generation of the very first Gernika oak tree. It came to the United States via Boise, Idaho, and I notice our friends from Boise are here, and a big shout out to them for making it possible. And I believe it was in 1980 that Boise obtained a small sapling from the original, the third generation of oak, and became the fourth, and now we have the fifth here. So we look at this and we say that this is an extremely important moment for the Basque people. It confirms the relationship that goes right back to the very early Europeans that arrived. Columbus was said to be Italian, but his ship was piloted by a Basque. And the rumor is that the ship was actually built in Bilbao. Well, maybe true, maybe not, but certainly the oak from the country. Now, the Basques are somewhat boastful, so we'll claim it all. And, but it's really a very, very special moment for me, for my family, and I think for all of us, to know that this relationship that goes back to the very earliest days of the modern European in the Western Hemisphere, and then carried on through generations. And I look at the people that are here from Boise and other parts of the United States that are part of the diaspora that have left the Basque country for many, many reasons. I know that some of my relatives, and I know one of our participants here from Boise, were in the bombing that took place in Gernika in the 1930s. One of my cousins was killed in that bombing. And so this is a very, very special moment for all of us. So we're going to get about this. I think we have a couple of more speakers. I want to recognize the ambassador from Spain who has been with us on many of these ceremonies. His graciousness and hospitality enjoyed by many of us, and the fact that his mother is Basque is helpful also. Thank you so very, very much. Okay, let's go to the shovel. This is an important part of the ceremony. As you'll notice, the architect of the Capitol and their staff have prepared the ground, but they haven't finished the process. And so what we're going to do, we're going to start this off, and we'll take, each of us will take a shovel, and we'll put a small amount of dirt into this area. And what I'd recommend, without a big rush, if we kind of start on this side, and you may want to pick up a shovel when we finish our part, and put a little bit of the earth around the tree. We'll start that process, and all of you can participate in this planting. Yes, Patty, what should I be adding?
Even by hand.
Those of you that have worked on this program here, you may have noticed that I kind of do the speaking, but there's somebody that does the work, and that's my wife, Patty. She recommended don't use the shovel. Our ranch is called Touch the Earth out in California. So while we'll use the shovel for ceremonial purposes, pick up the earth, put your hand in it, and add. Thank you so very much. I can put our hand on this. Take one. Okay. Hey. Oh, okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Ya se mueven. A ver, ya sube. A ver, look. Now this. No me la puta vida.